Good morning. I'm Tracy, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I'm about to go for a run, but I just wanted to quickly give you some tips today on addressing how you can fall in love with yourself. So it's a SMART acronym. SMART is self-discovery, talk positively to yourself, be active consistently, revamp your meals in a more healthier way, and take it slow. Be patient with yourself. We have these times in our life where we're just super hard on ourselves and we just go, I have to do this. I have to do everything right now. You don't have to do everything right now. What you do need to do is pause and see where you're at all throughout your day. Self-discovery begins for myself in the morning because that's when I'm first getting up. It's when I meditate for the morning, visualize what I need to do that day. I get with my calendar, reconnect with it. Okay, this is what I'm about to do. So in 4 minutes, I'm going to go work out, go for a run, go through my day, right? I started at 4 a.m. Not everybody does a 4 a.m. Some people do better as a night owl. And you're like, okay, everybody's asleep, everybody's in bed, whatever the case, and at 10 o'clock. I have done both. So depending on where you are in your life is where you will create your schedule. And I like to say, kind of like it with kids, it does rotate around them, but they like consistency as well. So give them a schedule. So if they're in bed at 8 o'clock, you're doing whatever you need at, say, 9, 10 o'clock, and then go to bed at 11 o'clock and be fresh and ready to go the next morning. So that self-discovery is understanding also your passions, your interests. What do you like? What do you want to explore? We need to stay curious in life. You want to make choices in the day that align with your authentic self and your goals. If it doesn't feel right, for instance, if you're doing something, I know we have jobs that don't feel right, and we struggle to get up for work. And if you're in that group, then what's really important is that you do things outside of that does align with your authentic self. Don't lose yourself in relationships or your children or your work. Make sure you stay in alignment with you and love yourself for you. Take time for yourself, wherever that may be. I have had times in my life where taking a shower was the only time that I actually had to myself or in the bathroom or whatever. Some people are like, I played Candy Crush on the toilet, got it. Whatever, wherever you can. Taking a bath, that's time to yourself where you relax. Going for a run like I do. And then you want to reframe and talk positively to yourself and reframe the word no. What that means is that don't be a yes person all the time, because that just creates kind of a doormat situation. So what you want to do is just kind of like take a situation, like you can get frustrated, you can get angry, and there's a lot of power in angry and frustration. So in anger and frustration, it's not, I'm going to go inward and get depressed. Instead, I am going to go inward and go, okay, this is fueling me. I am tired of being in this position. I am frustrated with what's going on. That's acknowledgement, right? With that, you want to reframe it to going, okay, I am stronger than this. Not, it's stronger than me. It is building resilience and optimism is what you're doing. You want to change your perspective so that you can navigate challenges with grace and confidence. And with that comes reframing no and saying kind of positive, yes to yourself. Like, I am a wonderful individual. You may not believe it, but really get in. What I did in the morning when I was having trouble with, saying, oh, you're gorgeous. To me, it's conceited at the time, and then I had to realize, I'm like, you know what? You are gorgeous. You have a gorgeous personality. I have a gorgeous personality. Today is a magical day. I don't know what's in store. I just know it's magical. Reframing those words and really being honest with yourself. I mean, if you don't feel gorgeous, we don't feel gorgeous every day. We don't feel beautiful every day. We don't feel handsome every day. But instead, you're like, okay, I acknowledge I don't feel attractive. But I have great qualities. I give love. I am a loving individual. I really like the fact that I don't have to do anything with my hair in the morning. It's just messy and fun, and that's part of my personality. Tried to straighten it one time, was not a part of my personality. So fun, messy hair is part of my personality. Vibrant. I am vibrant. So and then the third thing is that we want to have activities consistently. Like I just mentioned, I go running every day, or I work out every day, I ride the bike, abs, something. And if you saw my video yesterday, I talked about 30 minutes every day. Exercise consistently, every single day, something. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I have a 5-minute ab, 5-minute leg, 5-minute meditation in the morning. That's 15 minutes. And I feel so much better than if I didn't do that. So there is that piece, right? So you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle by doing it. Action is everything. You could think it all day long. Go, yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to do that. Yeah, that sounds good. I hear that a lot where I'll do it tomorrow, or I should have done that, or I wish I would have done that. Don't stop saying that. Reframe, right? Reframe and say, speak positively. I'm going to get up. I'm going now. It doesn't matter if you have sweatpants on and the wrong shoes. Just do something. If you ever watched Brittany Runs a Marathon, she didn't have the attire to begin with. She didn't have the right weight. She didn't have the right confidence, or, right. She wasn't confident at that time. She definitely didn't have, she had old shoes on, she had sweatpants on. And then as she progressed, her attire changed, her attitude changed. So just doing the action means everything, okay? And you start changing over time. We're not talking about overnight situation. The one thing that you can do overnight is in the next day, take action. Activities, action. Do it. I don't care if it is walking in the woods, walking down the street, going to your mailbox and back. You did something physical. I would have clients literally, walk to the mailbox and back, like creating exercise. Then the next thing was the next mailbox and back. Then the next mailbox and back. So the third mailbox down and back. Until the next thing they saw, every single mailbox, then they were going around the block. And then it was nothing. The same thing with running a marathon. You don't wake up and go, I'm going to run a marathon today and go. You train mile by mile, by inch to that 26.2 miles. So with that, we want to revamp our eating, our meals. Fast food is not fast, okay? It is not. It's the most expensive meal plan you could possibly have, even though it's $1. When I was on government assistance, I would never buy a McDonald's, nothing. Like, I got coffee at the bus stop situation, but I did not go and buy anything on the dollar value menu because it had no value, right? Instead, I would go, okay, I have this amount of money. I'm going to go, and I've shopped at Whole Foods. I shopped at Whole Foods. That was the grocery store, that in Publix in Miami. So I was like, okay, I'm going to shop at Whole Foods. I'm going to get the spinach. I'm going to get things that are sustainable. Spinach, apple, carrots. I made a lot of spaghetti. We practically lived off spaghetti. But I would have salads, and I ate healthy. Publix was too far away, so it was easier straight shot with the bus. And then I shopped at Aldi's, But the beautiful thing is, interesting enough, I wasn't on assistance for very long. I was only on assistance for about a month or two, and then I had used part of that money to build my food business, because I was buying ingredients to make my product at Whole Foods. And because I had to buy, gluten-free items and chia seeds and flaxseed meal, so I had to buy it anyways. So I just kind of folded it in, and then of course there was times where I got on my bike and I went several miles, sometimes 20 miles, to a food bank and then they didn't have food, so that was a thing. So I've had my journey, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, because it's important for you to know that it's not permanent. It's temporary, but it's your choice to change, and you have to start changing. And with your meals, and the meals have the nutrients to help you think, grow, and act in a healthy way. You eat healthy, you will make healthier choices throughout the day, such as, it's not like, okay, so like if you have hangovers, you're going to go for the greasy, fatty foods. But if you stop with the hangovers and stop having drinks till excess and you have the hangover, then you actually stop having foods. But it starts with that day of making conscious choices all throughout the day and go, you know what? I don't need that. You know what? I don't feel good when I have that. You know what? No, I am not going to have that. That is the no that you tell yourself. Instead, I'm going to have this. Now, a salad, sometimes you're like, okay, all I have is fast food, right? Sometimes that salad, like, it has a lot more calories than a hamburger does. So really watch that. I've been on the road, so like at Wendy's, I'll get a baked potato and a salad, but not put the dressing on it. That dressing has a lot of calories of fat and sugar, so it just is pointless. You could get chicken nuggets instead and not have the non-nutrients, the sugars and things like that. It would be basically the same. 4 chicken nuggets and a salad with the dressing is basically the same. So really think about what you're eating. For those who travel, bean burritos, I get it. You just choose like tacos without the meat. You can get the fast food, but you can make choices in that fast food. You don't have to go, I'm going to get a taco. Taco's better than, like the nachos at Taco Bell. So I understand if you have to get it because you are traveling and that is the only thing around. But the thing being is that I traveled too. I've traveled all over the place. I would go to the grocery store. I'd stay at hostels, go to the grocery store, and make snack bags of fruits and vegetables, apple, bell pepper. I'd get nuts, what have you. And I would take that and I would have healthy food on while I was traveling for the day, wherever I might be, because I don't know the area. And if I didn't research it, I would go, okay, well, I have this. So make those types of choices. So if you feel like you have to eat it, fast foods, that's where you start, again, reframing that scenario and going, okay, there's a fast food, but I can go to the grocery store and I can get some Ziplocs and I can, it's cheaper actually than getting the fast food. That's another thing. So you can do that. So if you feel like you have to go to a fast food place, it's like, this is the only place. Start making a choice like I did of going, okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store and get the items I need. And they even have pre-sliced stuff, whatever. But get a bag of carrots, get an apple, get a couple of apples, those little snack apples. Those are better choices and have more nutrients in them and actually keep you fuller longer than if you got the fast food, because it actually, high fructose corn syrup, turns off the hormone that tells you that you're full. So think of that. So you're having like 3,000 calories, and the next thing you know, you're going to dinner and having another, you're like not long after that to have more calories because you're hungry based on, the high fructose corn syrup that told you that, hey, you're not full, you're still hungry. So remember that. And then finally, like I said, take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow and embrace the change that you are doing. So just like I said with the fast food and changing it over to what you need to do. So change is always constant. We are science, we're always changing. It's important to embrace it so that you can elevate. You are continuing evolving, you are continuing making these changes. So, be patient with yourself and to develop those new habits, to make them stick. So don't expect things overnight. It does take time to make the change, but the change does begin today and it does start right now for a happier, healthier, fuller life. Have a great day.